Hi guys, this is Tina. Welcome back to my channel. We're just here to have another play, do another page layout, make some more ephemera pieces using our Crafty Individuals stamps. If you missed my other videos, I have got a discount voucher of 20% for all my subscribers. The code is Shabby Special 20, all uppercase, all one word, but I will put that in the details below the video. Today, I've already stamped this particular stamp here, so that I can show you what that looks like and obviously spare you my just stamping. So that's that. And I also have stamped it onto tracing paper, which I thought we could have a play around with and do a layout incorporating some tracing paper. So that's the plan for today's video. So let me just move some of these bits out of the way. So I've pulled in another, you know, what's going to be potentially a page in my ring bound journal. And all I'm going to do is take again some of my Dawn Mist papers. I'm just going to tear that down, get rid of that sort of ivory section. And I'm just going to lay this out here. And again, I'm not going to actually glue it on or anything just yet. I'm just going to get an idea for how I think the layout might come together. I'm just going to have to trim that down slightly more, because I'd used obviously this on another page, so it's got that big torn out chunk. So just get rid of that. Okay. Okay. Then I've got some pieces from my Blue Baroque, which may or may not, you know, feature or, you know, be able to feature on here. I've got that willy, so let's just have a look at that. Because what I thought we could do, actually, no, is have this somewhere, obviously on this page, and what I'm going to do is have this envelope opening from this page. So I mean, this is going to be your you know, main focus. It's just obviously when you fold this back, we want to have something else going on this page as well, if that makes sense. So that's all that I want to do first of all, is you know, layer up some pieces and get the background looking really pretty and lovely. So, excuse me, I've got such a frog in my throat. Now, I wonder if we could have that there and then make like a corner tuck spots or something using this piece. Is that weird? What do you think? Let's just tear this down. I just thought that might be quite fun, that this then is mimicking this piece. If I pop that like that. Let's tear this piece out. Okay, so this is, yeah, just stamped onto a tracing paper. I mean, it's thicker tracing paper than that you would get at school. But I guess it's not as thick as vellum, so let's just bring that down a little bit. Oops, well, I guess we could have that. That's just really odd. It's just like plonked there, isn't it? How very odd. So what if we could have that there? Now, how about some book page or something? Now, where's my... I had some sort of more vintagey... Oh, you know what we didn't use the other day? I wonder if we could have this somewhere. This title page of the sheet music. Quite liking that, even just there. So let's just tear that out. And then I just want something else over here. So Let's just have a look and see what else we've got. Just have a look. I think it's going to have to be some more of that script stamp. So let me just, I've just put the stamps behind me so they weren't on my desk, or actually, let's have the postcard maybe. No, it's going to have to be that script one. I love that. This is going to be one of my all-time favourite stamps, I think, because it's just really, really, really nice. So let's pop that on there. Now the question is, what colour do we want to stamp this on? So let's have a look and see what scraps that I've got laying around. You know what, we could stamp it on the doily type colour. Should we give that a try? It might not stamp very nicely on this because this is very crinkled, you know, where I've ironed it after coffee dyeing. So let's give it a go. Looks quite nice. Is that a bit faint and we won't really be able to see it? Let's just have a look. Just tearing that down. Bring this over. Oops. So if I had that just coming out from there. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, this is going to be one of those stamps that, you know, like literally wherever you put it, it's going to look really nice. So let's just glue that. Oh, I've gone onto there with my tacky glue that will just make those weird black spots. I hope that I've dabbed it off enough that it's not going to do that. Right. So using my 3-in-1. Okay, and we're going to pop that. I just want it low enough so as if I have this on here at the corner, I'm not going to be seeing, you know, that tatty bottom bit basically. So like that, and then we're going to glue this piece down here. Oops. Okay. I'll just glue it down as close as I can to the edges. And then I will need to trim this, but we'll just go in and then down the edge here. So I hope everyone's having a good day. Hope you're getting some crafting done. It's a drab day here. I must say I'm loving using these stamps. So yeah, I'm so thrilled with them. Really do love them. I really love that script one. That's just gorgeous. Okay, let's just spread this out. I'm just going to trim down here at the edge. And then just here at the bottom. Oops, and here at the top. Oops, okay. My top's all skew-off now and jaggedy. Right, there we go. Okay, right. Bin all of those bits. Now, my tracing paper piece, we said was going kind of there, didn't we? And this is going to go like there in the corner. So what I'm going to do is ink everything up quickly. So So I'm going to ink all around the outside here. Like that. Go over that doily a bit as well, and a bit on that edge. I mean, obviously the ink's not really being picked up on the navy blue. Okay, let's bring my book page in and just ink up the tracing paper, trying not to crease it up too much. Okay, oops, might ink this up as well, a little bit around the edge. Just a bit there. And then I'm just going to ink this up. I mean, to be honest, this really doesn't probably need it because it is that, you know, craft coloured card, but I will just ink it up a bit. And actually, I'm just going to tear down this edge, otherwise it's just got that straight edge, which I'm not so keen on. And I'll just go sort of around there a little bit, like that. Okay. I best check that I'm filming and that I am in frame, because I haven't checked so far. Yes, that's good. Oh, you know, when you just think, oh, am I filming? I haven't checked. It's kind of like, shouldn't you? Right, so that's that. Now, just having a look to see whether I want anything else. We've got obviously the rest of that title that we could have somewhere, but that might just be weird. You know, it might be too much title. Oh no, I quite like it actually. La Boutique, fantastic. We're having obviously our envelope. So let me just tuck the envelope behind so I can just get a feel for how that would look. So if we had it like that, do we want to tear that edge down a bit? Just like that. That's quite nice, isn't it? So let's glue this on. It was weird. I thought that was going to look really awful, but I actually really liked it. So just pop that up there. And then our tracing paper piece we're going to have there. Like that. So I'm just trying to apply the glue quite a bit to the darker bits of this, but I mean invariably obviously I need to put glue on the bits that aren't you know, that aren't dark, but I mean hopefully it's not going to show up too much. So get my dried wet wipe to just press that down a bit. Okay, so I like how that looks. Then we're going to glue this piece down and we're going to have it as a corner pocket. So just literally, or a corner tuck spot anyway, just put glue on the two sides like that. Okay. We're just going to have our fantastique word there. Did I ink that up? I don't know if I did. Do we like that? Oh, I do like it, I think. Has a sort of brightening quality, doesn't it, to it? So let's pop that down. So just glue that down like that. Okay, now when I glue this, I'm going to glue this obviously onto the other side of the page, if you see what I mean. So it will open out here. So I'm also obviously going to decorate that envelope up. I don't know whether there will be time in this video, so you know, it might be that we do it now, or we might not. We'll just have to see how the time goes. Let me now have a look and see how we just want to finish this page off. So we've been going with obviously white, you know, white lace. So I mean, that's quite pretty even just there, isn't it? So let's just pop that down. Oops. Oh, come on. Come on, glue. Get my wipe again. Press that down. Okay. And then I wouldn't mind having some lace up there, so pull in some more lace. Again, do we want it going right the way across, or do we just want it over there? I think I just like it over there, actually. Oh, I still haven't stitched my ruffles, so this might end up a ruffleless journal, because I might not actually end up doing them at all. But I mean, the plan initially was, oh, let's have the white ruffles. So far not stitched any. Oops, that needs to be higher up, otherwise I'm just covering those words up completely, which then what was the point of putting them on there? And that's gorgeous, and best of all, that gorgeous title, that's just now there forever, you know, on that journal, which is just lovely, isn't it? Oh, come on, got a bit stuck all over me again. What is going on? Ugh, right, so that's that piece. Now, do we want anything else? Let's just have a look and see. I mean, we probably can't really even fit anything else on here, to be perfectly honest, but you know me, there's no point just giving in before you even try, is there? So just check. I love these dictionary definitions, and they're a bit like butterflies, they're a bit like lace, they're a bit like bling, in that they just look so cool. Everywhere I put them, I think, oh yeah, that looks nice. So yeah, might just pop that one on there, I think. Yep, let's just pop that one down. Just pop that there. Okay, so then we obviously just need to pop a couple of things into the pocket here. So let's have a look and see what I've got laying around that we can just pop into the pocket, you know, so as I'm not taking up loads of your time. Just making something. Sorry, every time that I knock the desk, it's because I kneel up on my chair. So obviously, invariably, when I get down, you know, when I get off my chair, I keep knocking the desk. So I really do apologise for that. And I know you probably think, well, stop kneeling, but I do find it the most comfortable way to sit. So I'm always a bit of a kneeler, I'm afraid. Right, I have got some little invoice pieces here, which I'm sort of torn because obviously, you know, I am a little bit obsessed with the whole matchy-matchy thing, and for me this feels a little bit going away from matching this journal, because obviously they've got the pink of the flowers, but they might look quite nice. So let's just cut these down. So these are just from my printables, and I have just coffee dyed these. So literally I printed them out and then coffee dyed them. I think I have, well, I know that I've said this before, since being on the instant ink, that ink must be much better quality than the ink that I've bought previously, because I can coffee dye my pieces after printing. I'm not saying that everyone can do that, because I know that my last printer, I couldn't do that. So if you're thinking of doing that, check your printer first. Check that your printer is happy to, I don't mean check your printer, but, you know, check your pieces. So if you're going to want them coffee dyed, don't like print off 20 copies of something and then coffee dye them, because they might not work. Maybe just print off one and then check it works, if that makes sense. Only because I know that definitely my last printer, it was not happy to coffee dye afterwards, definitely not. So yeah, I can only think that it's because this is now better quality ink, you know, than I used to use. Because I mean, I did used to just buy the cheapest ink, obviously, that I could find. So I think that must be what the difference is. Right. So we could pop that in there. And obviously that for me looks aesthetically pleasing, because I've covered the flower up. You can't really see it. Whereas if I put it that way up, ooh, I feel a bit conflicted, because I don't know whether it kind of goes with the rest of the journal. But like that, I feel happy because it's like covered up. So we could have that. Let me have a look and see what else I've got lingering about. Oh, you know what I've just found? The car. So we should have put that in our car layout. I'm going to just put that to one side to do later. Mustn't forget. Ah, I bought this along, didn't I, from my Blue Baroque kit. So let's just ink this up. I thought I'd bought along a couple of things, but obviously, like all these things, it had just got lost on my desk. So just ink that up like that. Again, I've printed this with the blank sheet that's at the end of the background page, so it's not just white, but I will just ink it up as well. So we'll just pop that one in there. And actually, I think we've got room for one or two more. So I've just got a couple more here in my Blue Baroque kit. So we might as well just pop those in as well. Or actually, I might just pop one in and then maybe a little photograph or something. Okie dokie, ink around there. Did I just say I think I need a new sponge again on my thing? Don't know whether I'm repeating myself now or whether I didn't actually end up saying it. Maybe I just thought it. I don't know. Honestly, I do so much waffling, I can't then remember what I've actually said and what I haven't. Right, let's go for that one, because it's got that dark edge to it, so it looks to me like it's just going to go really nicely with this. So we just ink that, and then we'll just ink the back. This one obviously I haven't printed on, you know, any background page or anything. It's not been coffee dyed, but it is printed on ivory, so, you know, it's not dark white. Oh, so that looks really nice now, doesn't it? I still feel I need something here, but I might finish it off with a bit of lace after we've glued the envelope on, so that I can see, you know, whereabouts that actually comes up to, if that makes sense. Right, so let's do the inside of our envelope, i.e. ink it up a little bit. Don't need to do the flap, because obviously the flap is actually going to be glued onto the, you know, the page behind. Just going to ink up the actual envelope. Like that. Okay. Let's make sure I've got it up the right way round, because that would be, you know, not really beyond the realms of possibility that I would then actually decorate it up the other way. Right, we have the rest of this that we obviously had stamped, you know, to use for various pieces. I love doing my envelopes with these doilies down the edge lately. Just looks really pretty. So I'm just going to tear around here. So this is some more of that script stamp that we'd stamped, I think, in a previous video. Might just tear that down there. Now I'm thinking I might get my blue labels. Let's just grab a couple out. Might just leave a couple out here because you know, we might be able to use a few, mightn't we? Right. Okay. Pop that out of the way now. Right. So I'm thinking maybe a little label there. And then what have we got on here? Let me just have a look back through. Where's the rest of my page? I've got the rest of that Dawn Mist paper, so I might just do pop a little bit of that somewhere. What I should have done was torn it that way, obviously. Let's just see. Just see how that would look if we had that like that. And then do we want something up there as well? Probably we do, don't we? Get rid of that, being ruthless and binning things that I don't need now. I mean, we could just actually stamp in that corner, but I think we will, you know, use the background papers. So again, I'm just going to sort of tear that down. Let's just see. Oh, that looks pretty, doesn't it? Right, let's go for that. So I'm just going to tear that in slightly so as it fits on that envelope a bit better. Okay. It's now chucking it down with rain outside. Should not complain because again I've been watching that awful footage of what's going on in Australia. So if you're watching from Australia, you know, everyone I think is just so appalled. I mean, everyone obviously around the world, I think, and we're all just praying things really do improve for you guys. It just looks horrendous. So I hope that nobody watching's been, you know, affected really. But yeah, thinking of you guys and really sending lots and lots of love. Just looks just horrendous, to be honest. Shocking and awful. And just seems to have been going on for ages now. And I just heard, you know, the other day that it's forecast, I think, to go on for several more weeks. Let's hope they've got that wrong. You know, the hot weather, I mean. Let's hope they've got that wrong. But yeah, it's just awful. Awful. Right, there we go. And then I'm just going to pop that piece of doily down there. We had that piece there. And I think I'm going to put that label there. So we just glue this down using the 3-in-1. actually, before I do that, I'm just going to ink this up. Otherwise I'll be inking that doily up as well, which, to be fair, the doily's obviously been coffee dyed, so it's quite dark anyway. So I just, you know, I'd rather ink up the page first. Okay, right. Oh, come on, glue. So my eldest son, I mean, he obviously, you know, has been watching obviously the stuff about the fires as well. He's, you know, incredibly upset too. And he said the other day, you know, oh, that's it, I'm going to become a vegetarian. I just want to try and do my bit, you know, for the planet. I mean, I did say, well, switching his light off as he leaves the house every day would be a good start, you know. But yeah, he said, oh, I'm gonna, you know, try and be a vegetarian. Now, he loves meat. He loves meat. My daughter loves meat. My middle son, he is a vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian. But yeah, he does love meat. So I said, well, you know, I mean, that's really commendable. I think you're going to struggle, possibly, because, you know, you do really like meat. But he said, oh, I just, you know, I really feel like I want to do something. So, yeah, he fell down the very next day, you know, kind of off the wagon already. I mean, because obviously where he's working now, they often have burgers for lunch and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So he'd gone somewhere and they'd had burgers, and he said, oh, you know, I went in, I thought, oh, I'm going to have a vegetarian burger, you know. And then they had no vegetarian burgers left. So he said he was then left with no option, obviously, but to just then have the meat. I mean, the thing is, you know, I didn't actually like meat. I've been a vegetarian since I was about 12, and it wasn't an effort for me because I actually didn't like meat anyway. You know, I didn't do it for, I mean, I don't know what my thoughts are about the animal thing because, you know, obviously I do have leather shoes and things like that. So, yeah, it's a bit of a complicated issue for me to kind of venture a comment on. So please don't be mean in the comments if you really disagree with me, but I'm just saying, you know, I think it's a bit more complicated. But, you know, for me, the reason for being vegetarian, I just don't like meat. So it was kind of no big deal for me. And it wasn't really even a kind of, oh, shall I become a vegetarian? It was like, oh, I don't really like meat, I'm going to stop eating it. And that's how it all began. You know, he does like meat, so I think it's going to be slightly trickier for him to do that. My middle son, I mean, he, as I say, I mean, he's been vegetarian, I think, for about 3 years now, maybe even 4. Quite a long, you know, long while. He did quite like meat. So, you know, he did kind of manage to go vegetarian, you know, even though he liked meat. I mean, it doesn't matter to me whether they're vegetarian or meat eaters, you know, I don't really care. They must just do what they want to do. But yeah, I don't think, you know, found it a struggle or anything like that. I mean, except when he smells bacon sandwiches. But to be fair, even I love the smell of bacon sandwiches. I mean, who doesn't? So, yeah. Anyway, I just thought a good start would be seriously turning the bedroom light off in the mornings would be great. Actually, I think he has maybe made a bit of an effort with that the last couple of days since I said that. I'm just kind of thinking I haven't noticed his bedroom light being on for the last couple of days. So perhaps that's resonated with him and he's making an effort. Right. So love how that looks. And then obviously I'm just going to glue that on like that. I'm not going to glue it yet because obviously this is now wet and it will be sticking together. So I just need to now tuck a couple of things into here. Again, let me just see what I've got laying around, because I might have a few things, you know, laying about here. Well, I have this, which we could make, well, we could make a large sort of journaling card, I suppose, couldn't we, from that? So let's trim that down there, trim it down there, and then just trim this edge down. And I best just check now whether that's going to fit in the envelope or whether it's still a bit big. It does fit, whether that would be a tight squeeze. Let me just trim slightly more off the end because, you know, once that's fixed onto here, it might be slightly trickier to actually get to. So let's just pop these to one side and we will just make a bit of a journaling card here. So, oh, again, I might just have to go in for that beautiful script stamp that I'm sort of hooked on now. Right, let's just stamp that onto something. Again, just rummaging through, looking for some scrap paper. Well, I could stamp it onto some of my Dawn Mist background pages, actually. Let me just have a look. Oh, come on. No, not that one. Oh, come on. Right, I'm going to stamp it onto here, I think. Yup. So we just stamp that. Okay. I should really stand up to try and stamp that because my desk is, you know, not the best, as we said, but anyway, it's fine. I've got an image there. So let's move those out of the way. It's a bit of a funny difference in colour because this is printed on ivory and this is printed on white. So they don't sort of marry up to, you know, together. But I can obviously ink them up and then they will tie in a lot better. Right, just reaching down, seeing what I've got to the side. So I've got that. Oh, I've even lost my spread now. Right. What have I done with it? Okay. Just pulling it back in to kind of see what would that look like with what we've got going on the page. I think that would look okay. Right, so I'm just going to glue this one down. Like that. Then I'm just going to ink up all around here. And then I might just ink up the, you know, the card that I'm going to glue on there. So like that. Just ink up the back as well, and actually I might just put a little pocket on the back as well, so let's see whether one of these would be the right width. Not bad, not too bad, so let's just pop that there so as I know roughly the height I need to glue. Okay. And we'll just pop that down like that. Okay, so glue that down, and obviously I just need to trim that off slightly at each side because it's you know, obviously the wrong size at the moment, so just trim that off. Okay, so now I'll just ink that up now. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take this off of here and just do a tiny bit of just scripty stamp just in the background, like that. And I might do that here as well, just like that. Oops. Just do a bit more. There we go. Pop that back on the block so that I don't lose it. Right, and if we have that there, just going to ink that up first. Just pop that down there. Now, do I want anything else on there? About one of my dictionary definitions or anything? Treasure? Inspire. It's got treasure there, which is a bit smaller, which I think is slightly better. Yep. Okay, so let's just ink that up there. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this down here. I mean, actually, what we could do is, again, just glue this down like a little pocket on the front. So just on 3 sides, pop that down here. And it's butt up against the side. And then I'm going to put my dictionary definition just down there. Like that. Okay, and then thinking I'll just take one of my blue labels, ink that up, and obviously on the back as well because it's just on that white cardstock, and that can just tuck in to that pocket there. And then on the back we've just got another pocket, which, let me get something else to tuck into that back pocket. Right, I have got that little photograph, which actually I might swap those. Might put the photograph at the front and put the label at the back. So let's switch those. Pop that in there. Oh, I love that. Pop that in there, and then bring my page back. Best again check I'm filming and in frame. Okay, right, so we're going to take this. So first of all, I'm going to glue the envelope onto the page. Oops, let me wipe my blob of glue off my fingers now. Come on. There's lots in here. It's just, you know, where it's been stood up. So again, we just glue all around, quite close to the fold, and just tuck that there like that. And then when we come to do this page, obviously we will cover that flap up, so you will not see that, because we want to cover this image up anyway, don't we? So, you know, we're going to be doing lots of covering up on there. So that's that. Then we've got our journaling card, which obviously just goes in that pocket like that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, I was saying I just wanted to have something here. Let me just see whether I could just... maybe pop this bit of lace down there. It's bulking it out a little bit on where that envelope is. So let me just cut this down and just cut that header piece off. Oh, you know what? I should have left the header piece on, because then it would have stopped it bulking out, wouldn't it? What a wally. Honestly, sometimes I just think, what is wrong with me? Right, cut another piece and just see. Yeah, okay, so I quite like how that looks. So I'm going to just glue that down. And do you know what I've just realised? This is like a bling-free page. Well, we can't have that, can we? So I think we'd best put some bling somewhere. We don't want to have a bling-free page anywhere. I mean, we have got bling on this side, to be fair. But I think we do need a little bit somewhere else. So again, let me just see whether we can pop some somewhere. Oh my gosh, is this going to be like the first time ever that I actually think it maybe looks better without bling? No, that does look nice. Right, let me just cut this down into a 3. Sorry about the siren outside. Okay, let's just pop this down. Glue. There we go. Oh, we couldn't have a bling free page, so no way. Right, love how that looks. So I hope that you like that page, and again, you know, that you enjoyed the video. Again, like I've said kind of on the others, I don't know whether I'm going to be doing, you know, I'm not intending on doing the whole journal in a series, but we might come back and do just, you know, 1 or 2 more page layouts. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you liked the page spread that we did. And yeah, see you guys soon. Thanks very much. Bye.